a good guy. But turns out, we're not so good.
Doing what we need to do. I cannot send any more money. I can't even spend money anymore. I'm done.
Hi guys, it's Mango and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be discussing the latest episode of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, and it was explosive. So let's get started. Starting off with Lisa and Daniel, who we find in a very intimate moment once again in their bedroom, and it's on Lisa's final day in Nigeria before she flies back to the US. Lisa tells Daniel while she's packing her luggage that she will not be able to fund him if she's going to apply for the K1 visa. That does shock Daniel because he, as he says, it's difficult to live in Nigeria and that he really does need her help. He goes on to explain to her that if he needs assistance, he will ask for some.
That's fine, but you know how hard Nigeria is, okay? So maybe I have to call you and ask you for assistance. Next.
Lisa clarifies that she does not have enough money for the visa and to also fund his lifestyle in Nigeria. Further on in the episode, Lisa and Daniel head towards the airport where they have a very emotional moment where they both say goodbye to each other and they are both in tears. I was shocked that Daniel was crying because he doesn't seem like a person that would show that much emotion until he said this to the producer.
She might go back to her country and she might change her mind on most of the promises, like bringing me to her country, the visa.
For me, this is the first time that Daniel has clearly expressed what makes his relationship with Lisa move forward, and that is the visa. The fact that he's worried that Lisa will leave and might change her mind about applying for the visa really does sum up the entire reason of him pushing Lisa to get blessed and acceptance by his tribe so that he can go to America. Well, Lisa, on the other hand, also is a bit confused if she will ever see Daniel again and doesn't know if she will be able to even fund Daniel's visa.
I'm making these plans, but I'm thinking, what if they fall through? What if it's more than 6 months? What if it's more than a year? What if it's 2 years? What happens between Daniel and I don't know.
Further on to our next couple, we see Eloise and Joshua. Now, in this episode, we see the aftermath of that huge moment where Joshua tells his friend that he is not sure if he wants to be with Eloise. Eloise goes to the kitchen and apologizes to Joshua and says that she's embarrassed for herself and what she did at the bar. Further on in the episode, they both go to the zoo and Eloise noticed that Joshua isn't very touchy-feely with her and she asks him where they're at their relationship. And Joshua said that he does not want her to ever act like that again, and she promised to him that she won't, and that although she believes that even though her points are right, she didn't handle the situation correctly.
I can understand why you're upset. It will not happen again.
Joshua says that he will give his relationship with Eloise another chance, and Eloise is very happy. Eloise takes opportunity and books a nice getaway for them at a lovely villa where they both seem to bond and hit it off and forget everything that happened at the bar. Towards the end of the day, while they're both enjoying a moment in the hot tub, Eloise asks Joshua that she wants to meet his son. Joshua gets very emotional because he said that his son is his best friend, and since his mother and him moved far away, that he hasn't been as close with him, and that hurts. Eloise comforts Joshua and understands that it really pains him, and she asks him to let her comfort him and let her get inside his closer circle and not just meet his friends, but she wants to meet his family. So we'll see how that goes. Joshua did say behind the scenes that after what Eloise did at the bar, he does not feel as comfortable introducing her to his family and especially his son. This episode also we saw Laura and Birkan and Laura meet up. Birkan tells Laura that her friend told him that she made the move on him and that she had lied to him and said that nothing was going on between her and her best friend.
I don't believe what he told me. She let me believe that Michael was the one who made the move, and she made the move.
She tells Birkan that it's not a big deal because she doesn't have any feelings towards Michael.
It's 100% a little thing. It was one tiny little thing. We got drunk, we were on the couch, I tried to kiss him. Big deal.
But Birkan says that her trying to kiss him means that she does have feelings for Michael and that one day if she gets drunk again, she might try and kiss him. Laura storms off in tears after hearing Birkan tell her that he wishes he never met her. She goes to Michael's hotel room where she confronts him for telling Birkan that she tried to kiss him. Laura takes a moment to say that Birkan isn't the only person who believes that Michael has feelings for her, and making it seem like she also believes that because Michael flew to Turkey, that she believes that he is in love with her or has feelings with her. Michael clarifies that he has no romantic feelings towards Laura.
I don't think he's the only person that thinks that.
There's a lot of layers there. But no, that's not something I want to happen. Anyhow, we're friends. I don't want to be more.
Michael proceeds to give her advice and tells her to just go to Birkan, try to speak to him and apologize and explain how much he means to her. Laura takes Michael's advice and she calls Birkan and asks if they can talk, and Birkan tells her that he needs space and asks her not to go back to their apartment, and Laura accepts to give him space. Now, I believe because Birkan also lied to Laura, they both have things to forgive. But I do understand Birkan because he did ask many times if anything happened between Laura and Michael, and Laura kept telling him that they don't have feelings towards each other and they are nothing more than friends. And finally, on this week's episode is Rick and Trish. Rick tells Tish's father and uncle that he will have children with Trish, which makes everyone very happy. Rick and Trish make their way to the airport before Rick leaves to go back to the US and have a romantic getaway. While at the airport with their flight delayed, Trish is seen holding Rick's phone and him trying to pull it away, but she told him to let go of his phone and goes through his messages. Now, behind the scenes, Rick reveals to the camera that his ex, who he cheated on Trish with, had messaged him a few days prior, and they were messaging each other because she believed that he doesn't love her and he was using her. Now, through their text, Rick tells his ex that he lived his most beautiful moments with her, which made Trish burst out in tears.
Some of the most beautiful times of my life has been with you. So with me was not the beautiful time. Why would you tell that to her?
She goes and locks herself in the bathroom, and Rick rushes behind her and tries to calm her down and asks her to exit the bathroom, but Trish says she doesn't want anything from him. Trish that Rick would message his ex behind her back and while they were at her father's house.
We talk about the
Trish has
babies,
every right to be
the
hurt,
future,
and at this point, I don't know if she's gonna forgive Rick.
My dad just gave him a blessing.
What we've seen online. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below what your favorite part of this episode was. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.